I've signed up for a Half Ironman and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to train and I don't have any money, so I can't afford a proper coach. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me not only finish a Half Ironman, but hopefully get a decent time.
As you can see, it's in around 21 weeks as I'm recording this, and I also have university exams coming up, and I graduate in around 2 months, which I can't believe I'm saying. And I'll also start my first corporate job a few weeks before the race, so there's a lot happening between now and then. For reference, I currently can't swim more than around 300 metres of front crawl in one go. So I'd say swimming is probably my main priority, as the last thing I want is a DNF and to get pulled out of the water by a lifeguard. In terms of cycling, I've been cycling around 1 to 2 times per week for the past 8 months, but nothing structured, and until recently it was just one long session at the weekend and one shorter, harder session in the week. I also recently took an FTP test, and here's how that went. I definitely wasn't prepared for how horrible that would be, but nevertheless I got predicted an FTP of 217, and I will use this when programming future sessions. And finally, running. I'd say running is what I've done the most this year. I did the Bath Half in March around 1 month ago and got 1 hour 50 minutes. That was my first ever half marathon. I was aiming for 1 hour 45 originally, but I think I just had a really bad day, and towards the end I was literally just trying to finish. I've also signed up for an Olympic distance triathlon, which is a 1500 metre swim, a 40k bike and a 10k run. This is in 2 months' time and should be some good practice for my Half Ironman in September. So here's what I put into ChatGPT. I put in all of the relevant information. I told it what I could do and what I couldn't do. For example, in the first 3 weeks of this plan, I'm at uni and don't have access to a turbo trainer or a pool. Well, there is a pool, it's just very far away, so not worth going to. I told it my goal, which may be quite delusional, but I think it's very important to challenge yourself, and I think with consistent training and maybe a bit of luck, I can get around the 5 hour 30 mark, maybe even closer to 5 if possible. But we'll see how I get on, as this is my first time doing a triathlon of this scale. And after a few tweaks, here is what I was left with. As you can see, it's pretty detailed, as I want to know exactly what to do in each session. It's generally a long run and a long bike at the weekend, which slowly increases in distance leading up to the event. And in the week it's a mix of easy sessions and harder sessions. I'm also balancing this with going to the gym to maintain and, if possible, build muscle, but I know this will be harder with the increased triathlon training. Rather than using it to make a big plan all the way to the Half Ironman, I'm doing a 10-week plan to get me to the Olympic triathlon in June, and then I'll reassess and make a new plan from there. I have no idea how good this plan is, but the main thing is that it's a start, and sometimes rather than overthinking things, it's better to just do them. So yeah, hopefully I'll keep you updated.